What's a NSFW pro tip everyone should know?
If you aren't comfortable asking a partner to get tested, you should really think about why.
Cold water for cum stains. Wash your genitalia before and after sex. Don't be shy, excuse yourself to freshen up. Prevents everything from mild embarrassment to yeast infections.
Don't stick anything up your ass unless it has a flared base. Or do, if you want to keep giving ER doctors and nurses stories about patients falling on objects.
Wash your balls.
Kegel exercises have many benefits, including treating bladder and bowel problems, vaginismus, erectile dysfunctions, easier childbirth, and increased chances of multiple orgasms in women and men.
Porn is not a hard guide. Most of that stuff looks a lot better than it feels.
Keep a change of clothes in a bag in the trunk of your car. You really never know too far in advance when you are going to shit yourself.
If you need to get rid of an erection quickly, then tense up your legs for a while and it'll get rid of it quicker.
What's a family secret you didn't get told until you were older that made things finally make sense?
Was told my aunt and uncle died because of a carbon monoxide leak in their house. When I was 16, I was told the truth. My uncle was having serious money problems. He shot my aunt and then hung himself.
My aunt was somebody's mistress for decades. Explains why she never married, and what had always seemed like an odd intensity of grief over the death of her friend.
Porn watchers, what genre are you tired of being pushed to view?
And nobody's talking about all the cartoon/animated shit. This game will make you come 652x.
I'm tired of having black dicks show up when I search lesbian. Asian girls that squeal and cry like they're being attacked. Like, why is she crying? Why do people like this? Is this rape? I can't watch that shit, it's so weird.
Not sure if it's a genre, but webcam girl re-uploads. Finally we have the technology for 1080p 60 FPS streaming video, but the hot new thing is dial-up quality BS that's filled with ring-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Thank you.
Mom/son. Like, WTF is going on?
Faux incest.
You travel back to 1950 and can show one movie that will absolutely blow their minds. What do you choose?
2012. And I'll tell them I lived through it.
I feel like The Matrix would just terrify average 1950s people on multiple levels.
Independence Day, show them the White House blowing up and ask for $1 billion.
Threat level midnight.
I'm surprised no one has said Jurassic Park. Those puppets stand through the test of time and put some modern CGI to shame.
The Martian, tell them it's close to a reality where I come from. See if that inspires more innovation between then and now. The Help.
I was thinking of Lord of the Rings. The book was a couple of years from being published, so it would definitely have blown Tolkien's mind at least.
Back to the Future.
Pleasantville, because it's specifically about their generation/era's legacy in comparison to what will happen later.
You can add one more chess piece to the board. How does it move and what is it called?
Peasant. Exactly like pawn, but diagonal moves.
The bureaucrat. It can move to any unoccupied position on the board, but cannot capture pieces. It's just there to get in the way and slow things down. A block. You can place one anywhere on the board from A3 to H6. It can't be moved or captured, and any piece wishing to travel has to stop on it.
You get one pawn that's a bomb. Like in Stratego, it still moves like a pawn, but it has a bomb pick on the bottom, and if anyone try to take it they blow up instead.
The cardinalette can take out pieces from behind. It's called the Black Death. It moves across the board side to side and wipes out a third of all the pieces on the board. The pigeon, used when you are losing with no hopes to win. Put it on the board and it knocks over all the pieces and shits everywhere.
What free software is so good you can't believe it's free?
SFM Source Filmmaker.
Chapter and verse, audiobook compiler. Caliber, ebook conversion / management.
I use Notepad++ on a regular basis and have done for years. I haven't seen anyone mention VirtualBox, but if you want to just quickly spin up the VM for testing, it's great. MuseScore. Turn the songs in your head into sheet music you can play back. You can even add all sorts of weird instruments.
DaVinci Resolve 15, the best free video editor ever. It can do more than a movie and is much easier to use than Sony Vegas. My opinion, BTW.
7-Zip.
What's your favorite serious moment in a comedy TV show?
Homer Simpson just sitting on his car, staring at the sky, right after his mother left him for the second time. The scene in Parks and Rec when Ron tells Leslie why he left the Parks Department. The way his voice starts to crack when he says "then you took April" gets me every time.
MASH, when radar tells the entire operating room Colonel Blake's plane had crashed and there were no survivors. I saw it live and was in complete shock. In Community, when Abed makes that short film about his life where he reveals he caused his parents' divorce and knows his father resents him for it.
Vince Sullivan's death on Scrubs. Holy cow, did I tear up at that one.
The immediate episodes in the show 8 Simple Rules, following John Ritter's death. I can't imagine how hard it must have been for the cast to move on without him, and I think they handled the death on the show perfectly. Leela listening to the end of Fry's opera in Futurama.
You are Lisa Simpson. See also, Do It For Her.
If your handwriting was a font, what would it be called?
Times New Rubbish.
Homeless Sans. Erratic Bold.
9.7 on the Richter scale. Legiblish.
Doctor on Crack.
What the Helvetica?
A disaster. Angry Pigeon.
Waiters and waitresses of Reddit, what's the most convoluted order you've ever taken?
Some confusion arose once because a customer wanted a plain cheeseburger. Brought a cheeseburger with no toppings or condiments. She was very upset. Turns out she wanted a hamburger.
I used to work at a burrito joint. Somebody ordered a burrito with bean juice but no beans. Edit, photo of the ticket.
I once had parents order their kid a plate piled high with raw sliced red onion and a side of ranch dressing. She happily ate the entire thing. Not convoluted, but definitely one of the weirder things I've served.
Gay people of Reddit, what was your oh shit I'm gay moment?
Year 8, when my bully started humping me too. Kid logic? Prove I was a poof. I enjoyed that more than he wanted me to. In my defense, he was a very good looking bully. Sil Nathan, my first real gay boner crush.
Spending more time than necessary picking out underwear in department stores, wondering what the models looked like without underwear. That shortly led to looking up gay porn lol.
When I realized I fell in love with my best friend. Also, we were both on the football team and we shared a locker.